So Dwayne Johnson was on Joe Rogan, and they talked about president. Hey, he says, a lot of people from both sides are asking me I should run for president. All this. Is this the part where he talks about running, or is this the part where he talks about Joe Biden, friends, things like that? The second one? Go ahead and play the clip.
When I was a kid, you can have a Republican friend. Like, it was no big deal.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Like, oh, Bobby likes George Bush.
Of
Who
course.
cares? Who gives a
Right.
fuck? You were a supporter of Bill Clinton. He liked George Bush. Nobody cared. Nobody, fuck you. You know, it wasn't like you're a Nazi. Like, I'm a Nazi. I just want lower taxes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
How did I become a Nazi?
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I have friends who support Trump. I have friends who support Biden. I have friends.
Do you really have friends who support Biden?
I do.
Come
well,
on.
No. Here's what I do. I have friends. Thank you. That's a good check because that's important. This is important context.
They support the Democratic Party.
I have friends who are loyal to the party.
Yes.
You be loyal to the party.
Where are you? Remember that clip?
Yeah, with Trump.
Remember when he did calling out Trump?
Yeah.
6 years ago, 3 years ago?
No, it was during COVID, right?
3 years
yeah,
ago.
exactly. 3 years.
Where are you? And, I'm like, he was wearing a black shirt or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, relax.
I don't know, man. You know what I think when I see this? By the way, good for him for going on Rogan. Fantastic. The right place he went to do that. The Rock is one of these guys that you love his story. You want to love him. You want to love him. You want to support him. You want to be all there for him. But there's one challenge with The Rock. You know what the challenge is with The Rock? He wants the cake and he wants, what does that
Eat it
phrase
too.
go?
Cake and eat it too. Have your cake and eat it too.
He wants, and you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that today because, the whole conversation with Kram Reza Pahlavi, when we're having a conversation yesterday, the whole conversation is about take a position. Do you want the job or do you not want the job? So imagine if your father is the king of Iran, okay? Do you know in an interview with CBS in 1976, you know who they considered the most powerful leader in the world? The most powerful man in the world?
His father?
Reza Shah Pahlavi, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi.
Wow.
By CBS, they said this to his face, you may be the most powerful man on earth, okay? You go from that, you're his son, you learn how to fly planes at 11 years old, okay? You're sharp, you're smart, you're eloquent, you're all that stuff. Everybody wants you to run for office. Everybody wants you to go back and go be this and go be the second coming of your dad and your grandfather and all this stuff. The question becomes what? Do you? Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to do it. Maybe he's got a different plan for himself, right? For me, what The Rock is, he wants to keep Hollywood happy and keep his Oprah Winfrey friends and all this stuff, but he knows deep down inside he's a Republican. Mm-hmm. Rock is a Republican. Rock is not a liberal. Rock is not a Democrat. Rock is a center-right guy. Rock is a pro-America, pro-military, pro-hard work, pro-do your thing, pro-protect your family, pro-mother, pro-father, pro-being a husband, pro-being a good father, pro-taking care of yourself, pro-being clean, pro-being organized. These are all qualities of center-right, responsibility, give back. He's all that. He's got all of that. But he knows if he comes out and says that, he loses 80% of people that he's doing movies with. And the way he was talking about running for office, a lot of my friends on both sides, it's kind of surreal. How did I go from being a regular guy to now people are asking me to run for office and all this stuff? It's very surreal. It's very surreal. No, it's not surreal, Rock. DJ, you got a couple 100 million followers, man. You're the most recognizable face on earth. I think he was 57% of people worldwide recognize his face.
Of course.
Minus like a couple countries. He's got the highest rating on people that one of the best smiles in the game, good-looking guy, comes prepared, showman, entertaining, likable. But, brother, if you want to go in this space, you have to take a position. You do. Vanilla's not going to get you into the White House. So, a lot of things that people were talking to him about, they're like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, right? It was like either he does or he doesn't want to give his opinions on it. To me, he doesn't give me the feeling of a guy that doesn't know about that. I get the vibes from Rock that he knows. He knows enough to have an opinion on it, and he's logical enough to take a position. But does he want to? That's the question. Because if he chooses to run and he runs as a Democrat, okay, do you really believe in the policies that they believe in? Do you really believe it? Or do you feel you want to do that because is the question between your camp, are you having these types of conversations with the people that are in your corner? Hey, guys, let me ask you, should I run as a Democrat or a Republican? They're going to run polls to see what way would he have a higher chance of winning instead of what do you want to run for? These are two different, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't do a poll and say, which one's going to give me a higher chance of becoming the president? The question should be, what do you believe in?
Perfect.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Great. If you believe in this, run as a center left, center right, run as a this, run as a that, instead of, well, based on these polls, if you run as a Democratic rock, you will win 54% and you'll beat the Republican rock of 46%. I think that's what his camp is probably doing.
I think so too. And but think about it, if he does go to that Democratic route, the same people that when Joe Biden says, "Oh, they told me that I can't say this," they're controlling him the entire way. Like he's not going to have his own decision.
He would make one hell of a leader if he let it rip. And you ever read the book Fountainhead or Atlas Shrugged?
Yeah.
Have you guys gone through any of those
Atlas
two
Shrugged.
books?
I never read Fountainhead.
Have you read Atlas Shrugged, Tom? Have you read Fountainhead? Have you?
Ellsworth.
Okay. So, in the one part where the husband, his wife is like this, and the mother-in-law are like this. Well, we need more money to go do this. And he's just going to work and doing what he's doing. And he's just sick and tired of being married to the wife that he is. You know that scene?
Yeah, he's like on a little hamster wheel kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's just running life like that.
Yeah. And finally, he takes a stand. He's like, this is it, man. This is where I'm at. And you know what happens? He earns a respect. He really, there needs to be a part where everybody's telling him what to do. What do you believe in, man? Go do that. If you do that and you're straight up about it, you're not acting, you're being authentic, we will feel it. But if you're doing the acting stuff, where are you? You're an actor.
Yeah.
That wasn't you really doing that at Trump. You were doing that because WME or CAA or whoever told you to do so. And but by the way, check this out. When Dana White talks, do you believe it's Dana talking?
100%.
1,000%.
I could stop you right from there because you could tell he doesn't give a shit about your feelings. He just wants to let you know what's up.
Let's go through a list of these. When LeBron talks, is it LeBron talking, or is he thinking about his agent and all this stuff?
And China talking.
When
Vacuous, vapid, empty.
you can go through a list of actors. You can go to a list of when Trump's talking, who's talking?
Trump.
Okay. When Obama's talking, who's talking?
Pretty much Obama.
I don't know.
I don't
Who
know.
do you think's talking when Obama's talking?
I think it's half Obama, and I think it's half measured.
Believe it or not, I think it's more Obama talking than when Biden's talking. When Biden's talking, it's not Biden talking.
Of course it's not.
So, but even, and I'm with you.
You
I'm
asked me
thinking,
about Obama, my take,
Totally
I think
get
it's 50-50.
Okay, I'm more 60. I think Obama's talking 60%. I don't think he has a mouthpiece for somebody else.
But we're on the same page.
Yeah,
he is not a full true believer.
Yeah. But, so for me, when Rock talks, not when he acts, he comes out with a movie, I'm supporting your stuff.
Yeah.
I love his gear, I have his shoes, I love his clothes. But when you're talking about beliefs, I'm sitting there saying, that's your camp talking. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say that. And I would love to talk to the guy off camera, no phones, nothing, and just say, what do you want to do? Like I would love that conversation. But again, I'm not sure if I'm his cup of tea. He likes more different types of conversations. But yeah, go for it.
And by the way, and you know what weak leadership in that situation looks like?
What?
Do we remember when Obama was caught on a hot mic leaning forward into Putin's ear and said, I will have more flexibility on this issue after the election?
Of course.
He was running, remember that? He was running against Romney, and he leans up and says that. Do you think Ronald Reagan ever says that to Gorbachev?
Never.
Not in a million years. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll have balls after the election.
Yeah.
I ordered them. I don't have Amazon Prime, but they're going to get delivered right after the election. I'll be able to do something. Sorry.
Well, here's my take on The Rock real quick. I think down to his core, you're talking about a guy who had played football at the University of Miami. Go Canes, by the way. Then he went to the WWE. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
It was, yeah.
Like, that was his base, right? Men, football, wrestling. That's him.
Yeah.
100%. But then, look what happens in Hollywood. Once you go to Hollywood, right? You see what happened to John Cena when he basically said something about Taiwan? Homeboy speaks Mandarin now.
Fluent.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, he had to give a full-on apology in Mandarin. I don't know how they did that.
I don't think that was the Mandarin dialect.
It's pretty much what it was. Yeah. But now The Rock, he's worth how many hundreds of millions of dollars now? I have the opinion that most people, if not all, are for sale. Okay? So, hey, Rock, you want to be worth $1 billion? Cool. Just get into the Hollywood world. You know, it's obviously Democratic left. It's woke. It's all that. It's LGBT. It's pride. It's the LGBTQIA cult mafia, all that. But, like, you're going to be a billionaire. So you got to be anti-Trump. You got to stand for this and just walk the line.
But it's binary. Work or don't work.
Correct. So I think he's made his decision. I think at the end of the day, he's probably more of a synergist, center-right guy. But he's going to play the Hollywood game, and that's why I don't think he's doing anything in politics.
I agree.
Because I think down to his core, he is more of a center-right guy, but he has to play the leftist in order to basically appease Hollywood. You have that video of John Cena, by the way? John Cena, like the whitest guy ever, speaks Mandarin. Go ahead.
This isn't
Tell
the
me you
apology,
can't be
though.
bought.
No, you can't play this. You can't play this.
You can't.
Okay.
Rob, this isn't the apology. There's one where he's just looking.
Yeah, there it is right there.
This is it.
就是假如吸纳，我必须说现在，在苏黎
This
疫
is
情中，
what selling out for the money looks
let me
like.
translate. Let me translate. I'm so sorry.
But
You
what I
guys,
said
hold
about
on,
it
Tom.
was
Let me
jerk
translate for the people at home.
有一
I'm
个
Then
so
you can't
sorry.
hear it, though.
所有人问我
So sorry.
如果我可以用中文，
All my money's gone.
You can stop it right
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah, but
I
that's what it
didn't
looks
mean what I
like when you
said
could
about
be
the
bought by the
knockoff
money.
Callaway
Well,
golf club.
By the way, nothing wrong with that. Go get your freaking money.
No, Aaron-
but just can't be trusted.
But here's my thing though. Like, okay, so The Rock, I agree with you 100%, Adam. No way in hell he's giving up Hollywood to go be a president or anybody in the political world. But I want to ask you a question. What would happen? I want to ask all you guys. What would happen if this election he comes out, The Rock, instead of the video where he's like, "Come, where are you, Trump?" and he goes like this, guys. I'm Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock. With what's happening with the country, with the border, with the economy, with the brink of World War III, with everything that's happening, I gotta go with Trump. What happens to his whole career? Everything. The Rock.
Plummets.
It goes, guess what?
Plummets.
Girls are going to come out of the woodwork and say that he touched them. His career, his name, his legacy goes to shit.
He'll get Russell branded.
1,000%. So guess what? You nailed it, Adam. He's staying right in his lane.
Yeah.
He's not getting political, and that is it.
And bro, just do that then.
Yeah, say it.
I would come out and be like, I have no interest in running for president.
Period.
This is not what I'm at. Just make your money.
Yeah, just like Gavin Newsom said. He's like, I'm not running for president.
Gavin Newsom is running for
Okay,
president.
Gavin, we got you. But this is the clip. This is the clip that you were talking about, Adam. Where
See Newsom's hair is in bed.
oh, this is the clip that you were talking about, Tom. This is the one with the Rush show where he goes.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not Putin.
No, it's not Putin, but this is Putin's number one.
We'll go after the stuff afterwards. You can play that if you want to play it. Go ahead.
This is.
and it was, I'm sorry, it wasn't Putin.
Yeah,
it was Medvedev.
Medvedev. Listen.
My last election, yeah. And after my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah.
I will.
And I transmit this information to Vladimir and Stanford.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll have more leeway. We're mic'd still? Oh, that's weird.
Are you people still here?
Oh yeah, we still got mic.
Politics, though. Come on.
Yeah, but that's politics. My ass. You don't say that.
You don't think those conversations take place off camera every single day in every single country of the world?
Oh, 100.
We just caught it on a hot mic.
100%. But so he's in bed with Putin. That's what.
I'm not going to. He's in bed with Putin. He's basically saying I have more wiggle room after the election. Every candidate would probably say something like that.
I don't trust Wiggles or rooms, Adam. So.
You can go the hyperbolic comment and just say, gosh, these conversations happen all the time, and you can be correct. I'm talking about my point was leadership. You're not going to see, if I'm Reagan, I'm not going to have a conversation with him. I'm going to talk to Putin direct, and I'm not going to say that. That's leadership. You got to know who you are.
Shot.
What are you defending? What are you changing? What are you creating? That's why you run for office. And you have to have that as authentic passions of who you are.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.